Today is Monday, October 5th, 2020, and this is the Weekly Update. Good afternoon, FBC Centralia. Here comes the news. My niece is studying animal science in college. She loves animals and wants to dedicate her life to working with animals. When you get an animal science major, you are also required to take agricultural classes, food, soil, stuff like that because of the interaction with the animals. The class she is currently enrolled in is a class dealing with the science of soil. It's actually called Intro to Soil Science. They talk about things like soil nutrients, soil textures and layers, as well as care and treatment for the soils. I looked at her and I said, "Man, you all cover a lot of ground." And now, our top stories. Hey, join us for worship this Sunday morning at 10:15 in our Gem Fellowship Hall areas. We are currently walking through the book of 1 Peter. This week we'll be looking at chapter 4, verses 7 through 11. If you want to read ahead, you can look at those verses for this Sunday. You can also access our services online through YouTube and Facebook Live. That's Sunday morning worship this Sunday at 10:15. We are now offering childcare for ages 2 through 4, children ages 2 through 4, during the Sunday morning service. We've established protocols for taking care of our young ones. Here is the basics that you need to know. We'll be doing temperature checks on all workers and children. We have 3 touchless infrared thermometers that we'll be using to check those temperatures. Everyone will need to have a temperature below 99.9 degrees to enter. All childcare workers will be wearing masks. And if your child is experiencing any symptoms or not feeling well that morning, please keep them with you. If you would be interested in helping us during the service with childcare, we can certainly use your help. Please contact Carol Rogers or one of the pastors to get your name in the rotation to help us with our childcare for our worship service, ages 2 through 4. Hey, online giving is up on our webpage, offering you a safe and convenient way to give your tithes and offerings. We're excited and we're very grateful to our congregation who has been so faithful in giving and taking care of us and taking care of the ministry of this church during what is a very peculiar year. So we are excited that you're still involved in ministry and that you're helping us make ministry go. But if you would like a safe, easy, secure way to give those tithes and offerings, you can go to centraliafbc.org/give to set up your account. There are still service opportunities available. We have members of our church who could use help during this time. Basic lawn maintenance, some small projects around the house. As fall is coming, the leaves are going to be coming off the trees and they're going to be getting into gutters and on the ground. We can certainly use people to rake leaves and clean gutters and things like that. If that sounds like a good opportunity for you, please contact myself or Pastor Chris, or you can go directly to Jamie Ross, who coordinates this, and we can get you connected with a church member who could use some help during this time for those small lawn maintenance, those small maintenance type needs. Students, like I've said before, if you have community service hours that you need to get for school or for clubs, this is a perfect opportunity. Myself or Jamie would be happy to sign off on those hours. And if you would like to help out, please contact me or again Jamie Ross, and we'll get you connected with a church member that you can serve in this much needed way. Our food pantry has been an amazing source of outreach for our community as we try to share the love of God and show God's love to those who may need help every now and then. We have some items that we need that are listed on the screen here, such as trash bags, hand soap, dish soap, paper towels, men and women's deodorant, bar soap, cleaning supplies, and of course, those Pringles gift cards, those gift cards to Dollar General and places like that. Also, as a reminder, we do not need food at this time, and we cannot accept items from other food pantries. Our next food pantry date will be Wednesday, October the 21st, from 1 to 3 p.m. This Sunday, several of our Sunday school classes will regather before the worship service to meet. Many of these classes will be meeting for the first time since the pandemic occurred. We're looking forward to seeing you back, and we encourage each and every one of you to find a small group to join for growth, for accountability, and for spiritual nourishment. The classes that are reconvening are listed on the screen according to teacher. If you have any questions, you can contact your specific teacher or you can contact the church office. That's Sunday school, regathering, restarting this Sunday, October the 11th. Students, join us this Wednesday for Wednesday Night Live at 6:15 in our gym. We will have a light refreshment followed by our worship service. This week, we'll be continuing our series on the Sermon on the Mount out of the book of Matthew. This week, we're going to be talking about the second part of the character of righteousness. If you want to prepare, you can start looking at Matthew chapter 5, verses 33 through 48. That's Wednesday Night Live, 6:15 this Wednesday in our gym. The song for this week is by Newsboys, titled Love One Another. We often think that loving is easy to do until we're called by God to love those that we may think could be unlovable. Don't miss out. That's Wednesday Night Live, 6:15 this Wednesday. There are several upcoming events at FBC that we want to let you know so that you can be a part of. First off, our men's Bible study has resumed in person on Saturday mornings beginning at 6:30 a.m. There's a Zoom option available for those who are still not getting out at this time. For those who are, make plans to join us in person for our men's Bible study Saturday at 6:30 a.m. A few other dates of interest that we want to let you know. First of all, children and youth worker training will happen this coming Sunday following the service. That's this coming Sunday, October the 11th, following the service. We will have a lunch catered in by CoStar as we look at our yearly training information, discipleship, and things of the such. Next Tuesday, October the 13th, Deacons, we will be meeting in the Gym Fellowship Hall area at 6:30. That's our next Deacons meeting, Tuesday, October the 13th at 6:30. And finally, we have our next members meeting coming up November the 15th at 6 o'clock in the Gym Fellowship Hall area. That's the next members meeting, November the 15th at 6 o'clock. Our next scheduled Joy meeting will be Friday, October the 23rd at noon. Special guests for this month will be Marty and Norman Foreman. Contact Chuck Burton if you have plans to attend. That's Joy, Friday, October the 23rd at 12 noon. We are currently taking applications for anyone who wants to work with the students this year. We have developed a tiered volunteer system that allows us the flexibility to use people where they are comfortable, allows people to move up over time if they want to step out of that comfort zone, and allows others to serve in a capacity that fits their schedule as well. If you want to serve the student ministry in a tiny role or a big role, please see myself and we'll get you an application. FBC Kids, exciting news. We are making plans to reopen our Wednesday night children's program. That's FBC Kids Wednesday, reopening on October the 14th. But we need your help, congregation. Men, we are in need of male volunteers to help our Wednesday night FBC Kids program. If you can be a part of this great ministry and help serve, please contact Nicole Rhodes or myself. That's FBC Kids Wednesday, kicking back off Wednesday, October the 14th. Cru Student Ministry, here comes your news. Students, we want to encourage you to be a part of our weekly Bible studies. We have something for all schedules now. Now that school is back in session, sports are in full swing, homework's happening, and we have returned to that busy lifestyle. It is very easy to let your spiritual health go. Come join us on Wednesday nights, Sunday mornings, and or Sunday nights and feed your spiritual health. There are 3 opportunities for you to be plugged into a small group. Plug into one or 2 of them, or if you want to, plug into all 3 of them. But we have many opportunities available for you to plug into a small group for growth, for accountability, for spiritual nourishment. We encourage you to plug into a small group Bible study as a student. We're excited about our discipleship group on Sunday evenings at 5:30. as we look at the Bible and its 8 major themes in our study called The Good Book by Darren Spoo and Kyle Idleman. We will meet for session 3 this Sunday. Our topic will be God is Good When Life Gets Messy. That's our youth discipleship class this Sunday at 5:30. Hey, we want you to keep up and know what's going on in the life of the church. You can do this by following our social media pages. You can find the church social media page on Facebook at First Baptist Centralia. You can keep up with the student ministries on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at FBC Cru Students. And finally, you can keep up with our kids ministry on Facebook at FBC Kids Centralia. Join us, like us, and follow our pages to get the latest news and updates at the church. And now before we go, it's time for Deep Thoughts with Pastor Keith. Today I leave you with a quote by pastor and author David Platt. What if we take away the cool music and the cushioned chairs? What if the screens are gone and the stage is no longer decorated? What if the air conditioning is off and the comforts are removed? Would His Word still be enough for His people to come together? This has been Deep Thoughts with Pastor Keith. Hey, that's all the time we have for this week. We look forward to seeing each and every one of you next Sunday at 10:15 for our worship service, or by joining us online on YouTube or Facebook Live. Students, we look forward to seeing you this Wednesday night for Wednesday Night Live at 6:15 in the gym. Until then, my name is Keith Jones because that's what my mama named me.